Hi everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to make Squidward. Now I spent my entire morning looking for the right shade for his body and I couldn't find any. So I am just going to do my tutorial anyways using neon green. You can use any color you'd like. You could use the opaque turquoise, the light blue, teal. You can try a light gray, whatever color you'd like Squidward to be. To let you know though, his body, there are about 190 bands. This color that's in the middle that I'll be using for a shirt is I think the olive color from the camouflage pack from Rainbow Loom. I'll be using 2 black bands and I'll be using 9mm pony beads for the eyes. So again, choose the color you'd like. I will be using 1 loom, and our loom will be in its original position with the arrows facing down. I'm going to do the body parts and show you how to attach. Now I'm going to show you how to do the arm. I've already made one, so we're going to make one together and then you're going to pause the video and make a second one. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to use my shirt color and I'm going to use double bands and I'm going to go down once on the right. Now, grabbing your hook, you're going to take a single band and wrap this around your hook 3 times. This is just going to give this effect part on the shirt. So you can minus this piece if you'd like. I'm going to take a single band and wrap it 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And now taking double bands of your shirt color, I'm going to support it with my finger and slide on. Pinch and slide on. And attaching to the loom. And now what we're going to do is take a single band and we are going to stretch it, double it, and place on the loom. I'm going to go down a total of 7 times with my neon green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now you're going to take double bands of your body color and go down twice on the right. So 1 and 2. Now taking double bands, what we need to do is in the center at the bottom, count 3 pegs up. 1, 2, and 3. I am going to place this on that 3rd peg to the second last one, and I'm going to do this one more time. So now I hit the bottom of the center. Our peg in the center is lower, so it should look like this. Now take double bands and we're going to close it. So from the center up to the right. I'm going to push the centered 1 peg at the bottom down, and take a single band and cap it 3 times. So this would be 1, 2, and 3. Now take a single band and we're going to make a holding band. And I'm just going to simply put a triangle to the side. So I'm just going to push these bands down in the center and my point to the right. So I'm starting at this top middle peg in my center. Or in the center. Taking your hook now, we're ready to loop up. So reach in the center, moving your cap bands out of the way and grabbing the 2 bands that go to the right. Now I'm going to loop up the middle. 1, move your holding band out of the way, and 2. Now I'm going to loop up the right, reach in, and I'm going to go 1 and 2. Now I'm going to reach back in the middle and I'm going to remove these bands off very carefully and bring them over up to the right. Now there's just one thing. If your bands are all twisted as they're going up on the right side here, you can just take your hook and just move it around to untwist the bands. Now reach back in, and we want to loop up to the shirt color. So reach in. When you're looping these bands, reach in, up, go to the left, slide over to the right, and loop up. A little bit easier so you don't break your bands. So again, reach up, pull up, sorry, left and right, and loop up. Reach in, bringing to the left, slide over to the right, and loop up. Now you want to take a single band of your shirt color, wrap it around your hook 3 times. 1, 2, and 3, so you have 3 loops. Reach in at your shirt color here and pull up the bands and slide your bands on and make your teardrop. And the last one. You can remove off the loom. Just give it a little tug because I am just going to put it down like that. Pause the video and make yourself another one. Now I'm going to be making one of these legs with you. I've already made one, so you're going to pause the video and make one more. Right now we just need 2. So using the body color, we're going to take a single band and we're going to stretch it, double it, place it on the right side, and go down 9 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, stretch, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now again, if your bands are all twisted, I am just going to fix mine because they are. I'm just going to wrap my hook around and just fix a bit. Now you're going to take double bands and go down twice on the right. So 1 and 2. Now again, double bands, and we're going to count from the bottom and go 3 pegs up in the center. Double bands, and we're going to go down twice. So 1 and 2, so we're a peg below the right side. Now take double bands, and we are going to close this off. So from your center up to the right. Taking a single band, you're going to cap the bottom middle peg 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. Taking a single band again, we're going to make a holding band. So I'm just going to push my bands down and a triangle with the point to the right, just like the hand. Now we're ready to loop up. So reaching in, move your holding bands out of the way, or your cap band out of the way, and loop to the right. And loop up the center. Move your holding band out of the way and loop up 1 and 2 on the right, 1 teardrop and 2. You're going to reach in the center, remove the bands off, and bring them to the right, up to the right. Now loop up. So again, reach in, go to the left, slide it around the peg to the right and up. Again, so I'm just sliding it around, so I'm not trying to just go forward so it gets stuck and your bands break. Around, left, right, around. I noticed if you have tension, this helps too. So reach in, and remove. I'm using my fingers to help remove off the loom. And now you can just give it a little tug and just a pinch and slide off, and it should be fine just to have to the side just like that. So please pause the video and make yourself another one. So far you should have 2 arms and 2 of your legs. What we need right now is we need to make 2 of just the bottom parts here. I already have 1, so I'm going to show you how to do 1, and then you're going to pause the video to make another. So what I'm going to do now is taking a single band, I'm going to go down twice on the right. So stretch, double, and go down twice on the right. 1 and 2. I'm going to take double bands, and I'm going to go down twice on the right. So single, single, double, double. Now taking double bands, where we need to go to the 4th peg going down in the center. So you can count from the top, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So from your 4th to your 5th, and go down again, your 5th to your 6th. Taking double bands, you're going to close this off. So from the center up to the right. I'm going to push the center down and cap it with a single band 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. A single band, we're going to make a triangle, point facing the right. We're ready to loop up. So reach in, moving your cap bands out of the way, grabbing your top 2 bands, and I can't see them. Okay, I'm only grabbing 1 and 2. I'm going to loop up the center. So 1, move your holding band out of the way, and 2. I'm going to loop up twice on the right, reach in, go 1 and 2. Reach in the center, grabbing all these bands, remove it, and stretch it over to the right, up to the right. I'm just going to untwist these. Now loop up the rest. So on your right here, go up 1 and 2. You can reach in and remove off the loom. Careful. Fix your loops, give it a tiny stretch, and you can slide off your hook. It'll be just fine. And pause the video and make yourself another. So now we're going to make the body, and I'm going to start with the neck, and I'm going to use 3 bands and go down once in the center. Switching to the shirt color, double bands, I'm going to go from the center down to the right and center down to the left. Now I'm going to go down 4 times on the right and then 4 times on the left. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. On the left, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to continue with the shirt color, and we're going to go down 4 times in the center. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now take your body color and double bands and go down once. Sorry, we're going to go from the right down to the center. I apologize. So we're going to close it off now. So from the right down to the center, and then left, again, body color, down to the center. taking your body color, we're going to finish off the center. And now I'm going to cap this peg with a single band, so the last peg in the center, 3 times. This would be 1, 2, and 3. Now take your arms, and what we want to do is, right now I have them going in the same direction. We will hide that holding band if one of yours is sticking out after. I'll show you what to do. But right now, I want you to see where your cap band is. Your cap band is this band right here. We need one to be on this side and one to be on this side. So I'm just going to switch. So we have a point a rounded edge this way. I'm sorry if I can't explain this very well. And a rounded edge this way. I'm just going to fix this for a second. It came apart. You just grab the band and bring it through. So again, I have a cap band on this side, and now I have my cap band on this side. This one that's facing to the left we're going to attach to the left peg. So I will show you, if you'd like to watch, grabbing all 4 loops around your hook. When I place it on the loom, that cap band is facing up to the top, towards the top of your loom. Now, if I take this one, I'm going to place it on my loom on the right side, and my cap band will be facing the top. So reach in and grab all 4 loops. I'm just going to turn this around, attaching to on the right side, and now all cap bands are facing the top. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go down on the right side all the way to the bottom using single bands and doubling it. So give it a stretch, double, and go down to the end, all single and doubled. I am just going to quickly take my hook and move these bands around. You don't have to, it doesn't really show, but sometimes it does, that when you finish looping, they're all twisted. And now on the left, all the way to the end. Stretch and double. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put a couple holding bands. So I'm going to use the shirt color and a single, and I'm going to put a triangle. So just going below the arms, 1, 2, and 1 more, 3. Now switching to your body color, just a single and a triangle. So you have a total of 4 triangles. Now we're going to take the ends of the feet here, and again, you might have a cap band going in the same direction. We needed a left foot and a right foot, so I'm just going to turn so one cap band is on this side. And I'm just going to turn my loom around. So what we're going to do is, again, this holding band I will show you after. I am just going to put all my loops on ever so carefully. Slide them on so you have 4 loops and attach to your loom. And now the right foot getting 4 loops and attach. So please do look at the feet. You have your cap band at the top on the right and at the top on your left. Now we're ready to loop, and then we will attach these in a minute. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in the center and loop up the greens. So get your hook and move your cap bands out of the way and grab your top 2 bands, which are going to the center. I only grab 1 and 2. Reach in and grab the next 2 is going to the left, and the next is going to the right. Now I'm going to loop up the legs. So you're going to reach in, I'm going to do the left, and I'm just going to loop up this green area only and stop where the shirt meets. So reach in and pull the foot away. Try to go left, slide over to the right so you don't break your bands. And now I'm going to do the right. This wasn't doubled. I'm just going to fix this. Just give me a second. Somehow the loops, one of the loop came off. And now we're going to push our bands down in this area, and we're going to attach these pieces that we have left. Again, you want to look at the pieces about the cap bands. We need 1 on the left and 1 to be on the right. So cap band, we need to face the top. So this is for my left leg. I'm just going to reach with my hook and grab all 4 loops. And slide where our green meets our t-shirt. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and your 6th peg down. I need this one on the opposite side, and my cap band needs to face towards the top, not down. So sliding the loops on. And just making sure that the cap is facing the top. Now we're going to loop up. So I'm going to reach in on my left and loop to the top. So again, a nice easy trick because it's a lot of tension here. Lift your bands up, slide around to the left, then to the right, and then loop up. Move your holding band out of the way and go forward. And on the right side, you can move your bands around, but in this case, it's not going to work for you. So grab your shirt color, go to the left, slide it around your peg to the right, and go forward. Now the center, so where your body meets, the body color meets the shirt color, go forward. And now reach in and grab the neck. Ready to come off the loom. So I'm just going to pull off very gently. I'm just going to remove the arms and then put my hook in at the neck and remove off the loom. And here's your body. What I'm going to do is place him right at the bottom of my loom on the left side and store him there until we're ready to use him. Now we're going to be making the head. So we're going to use double bands, and I'm going to go from the left up to the center and then center down to the right. I'm going to go down the loom 4 times on the right and then on the left. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Same thing on the left. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just gonna fix. Now I'm going to go down in the center 4 times. 1, 2, sorry, 3, and 4. Now taking double bands, I'm going to close this off, but I'm going to go from the left up to the middle. And then the right up to the middle. And that's how we'll be closing it off today. Now what we're going to do is take single bands and we're going to put holding bands and in a triangle. So on your second pegs going down, make a triangle, then one below it and one more. Now push these bands down, and I am going to do this area at the top here, and I am going to take a single black, and on your second pegs that are going down, on your left to your right, I am just going to take a single and make a figure 8. On your third peg going down on the left, we're going to do the exact same thing to the third peg on the right. So a single black and make a figure 8. Now take your hook and we're just going to bring these bands to the peg above. So this one went to the peg, above the second peg, sorry. And this one is going above the third peg going down. Now what we're going to do is we are going to do the face extension pieces at the sides. So I am just going to use this area down below, and I'm going to do 2 with you for either side. So take double bands and go down. Just go down just like in the middle here, because we need room. This is what we're going to do. We need room. So maybe I'll just go a little bit lower so I show you. We need to go down once on the right, and in the middle we need to go down twice, but I need to be at the peg above the right, and I need to go down twice in the center. So this is what you should have so far. Now taking double bands, I'm going to close this off, so from the center up to the right. Now you're going to cap the end peg in the center here with a single band wrapped 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to put a holding band, but I'm going to take a single and I'm going to give it a stretch and double it. And I am going to go in the center peg here in the middle here of these bands and go to the bottom on the right. So just right across. I am going to just loop up now So reach in, and you're going to grab your top 2 bands, which are going to your right, and I'm going to loop up the middle, reach in, and now loop up the right. You're going to remove this off the loom. So reach in, remove the right first, and then reach into the center and remove those bands and remove off the loom. You should have 8 loops around your hook. 4 of these loops, I'm going to attach this to the left side right now. 4 of these loops are going to go on your 4th peg going down, and then the other 4 loops are going to go on your 5th peg going down. So you can just pinch and slide on, and then bring these to the peg below. We're going to do this for the right side. Double bands, just go using the bottom. On your right, double bands going to the peg above, and double bands going down one more time in the center. Now, double bands and close it off. So from the center up to the right, push down, and cap the last one in the middle 3 times with a single band. 1, 2, and 3. Taking a single band, we need to do a holding band again, so doubling it from the center down to the right, and we're ready to loop up. Reach in and move your holding band out of the way, grabbing your top 2 bands and loop to up to the right. I am just going to loop up the center and now the right. We're going to remove, so reach in on the right and then the center and remove off the loom. You can fix your loops. Again, you should have 8 loops around your hook. The first 4 are going to go on your 5th peg going down, and then the next 4 are going to go on your 4th peg going down. So just make sure your bands are pushed down. And just pinch and slide on. Push the bands down so they don't fall off. And it should look like this. Now we're ready to do the eyes. I'm going to use the pony beads and slide them on a single body color band, neon. And I am going to show you if you want to do it with bands. I would use 2 black and 2 white, or however way you'd like to do them. If you're doing the eyes with bands, you could take a single band. I haven't tried it with the bands yet, but a single wrapped around your hook maybe 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You have 4 loops. Take a single white band and wrap it twice on either side. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Taking another black, wrap it around your hook 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And a single white, wrap twice on either side. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Taking a single body color and support with your finger and pinch and slide on. And you want to attach this on your 3rd pegs going down on either side, right to the left to the right. I'm going to be using the beads, so I'm just going to take a single and slide them on. And separate them. Now we're just going to make his nose. So I'm going to just use the bottom here again. and we just need 3 spots. I'm going to start using with double bands, go down once. I'm going to switch to 3 bands and go down twice. So 1 and 2. I'm going to take a single band and cap the end 3 times. So this would be 1, 2, and 3. Push down because you're going to do this again. Single band, wrapped 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And now you're going to loop up. Now, to save you time to fix at the end, you can just take your hook and turn these cap bands around with your hook, and that just kind of fixes them for you. And then you can just loop up. So reach in. I'm going to go to the left, to the right, and up. And remove off the loom. This is what you should have. Now I'm going to attach this to my loom, and I'm going to go down 4 pegs on the left to the right and attach one end to the other side. So I just removed one end, and I'm going to slide on and slide on. Now you're going to take your body. So remove the body, or wherever you have them, and we are going to attach this at the end peg in the center. So just give it a tug and slide on, making sure that you have all of your loops on. Now pull your body because we need to see what we're looping. We're going to reach in the center and grab the top 2 bands, and they should be going down to the right. Push down so they don't come off. Reach back in the center, grabbing the next 2 bands, and they should be going down to your left. I'm going to loop up the center band, and what I'm going to do is take it up, and I am going to give it a stretch so the nose goes in between my teardrop. So now it's in between. Now I'm going to loop up the right. So I am going to reach in and grab just my bottom bands, and I only grab 1. 2, and go to the top. You want to make sure you don't grab the nose band or that holding band. You're just grabbing the bottom 2. Now on the left side, just grabbing the bottom 2. Nope. I grabbed more than I should have. And now we're going to loop up the center. So you should be starting at your 4th peg going down so you don't miss this loop. And you're going to, if you have to, move your eyes, separate them, and loop up once. When you get to your first black, you're going to take the black, lift them over the peg, and put them straight. You're going to loop up one more time and do the same thing with this first row, this from the top, this black, and bring them straight. Now loop up the last one in the center, and we're done. So we need a single to do a slip knot. You can use 2 bands or 1 band. I will be using 1. And I'm going to reach in at the top and grab this band and bring it through and grabbing both ends. And do a slip knot over. Now you can remove off the loom. And this is what you should have. Now to fix him, the first thing I'm going to do is hide this slip knot at the top. I'm just going to go through to the back, go through all these bands, just through the middle of the head, and grab this single band and just kind of hide it through. And you can keep on just hiding it. Next, I'm going to bring the eyes to the front. You can fix the nose straight and kind of give it a bend, like bend it down. We don't want it sticking straight out. You can fix the cheeks if you need. And the top. And if you need to fix these bands here, you can just move them around or pinch all three together so you don't have one loop bigger. And now for the legs, what you're going to do is just grab all 4 legs, squeeze them together, and so they're all straightened out. And if you have one that's bent like this, you'll just keep on straightening it out. And for the arms, what you can do is just bend the ends down. And the same with the feet. Or you can just take your hook towards the back, put it through the bands, and then just give it a kind of a bend it up forward. So I'm at the back, going through the bands and just bending the feet. And you'll just have to keep on fixing them to get them straight, kind of like that. And it's just a matter of just playing around to fix it, because they were single bands, and if they were twisted, it's just a matter of fixing. Now if you have this loose band that we used as a holding band on any of the ends, just give it a pull and put your hand through, and that will make that disappear. And then just stretch it, and then you can just squeeze it so it'll go back together. Okay? Taking a black marker, just doing the eyes. I'm just going to color it in, and he's done. I hope you enjoyed Looming with Cheryl. I have a lot more designs to load, and please subscribe down below. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.